So have you brought any of these to a jeweler to get their opinion on what these are exactly? Yeah. So can you share about that?
This one first.
I haven't brought all of them to a jeweler because there's just been too many, and I haven't taken all of these. So I've taken some of them to a jeweler, and they'll say, well, we don't know what they are. Some they'll say we don't know what they are. This one particular, I took to a jeweler.
That's one of my favorites.
In town, actually, if anybody knows Lee's Jewelers.
Yes.
You familiar with Lee's Jewelers in town? He's one of the biggest jewelers in town. And anyway, I took this stone. You can see it's got various colors in it. This stone came to us. Heaven came down one night in our room, and the ceiling opened up, and a stairway covered in red velvet came down, lined with angels, and Jesus walked into the room, and he left us a little token here. And I just believe that that's the colors. You know, the Bible talks about the rainbow, the green rainbow, the rainbow of emerald around the throne of God, and the crystal sea, and that's what that speaks to me. So we took this, and at first glance, the jeweler said, oh, I don't think it's a real stone. And then he said, oh, wait a minute. Now, the interesting thing is when I looked at the stone as I was sitting there in the jeweler, I saw a line appear, like just in the cut of it, and I went, I don't remember seeing that before. I said to Peter, did you see that before? He goes, no. And the guy said, well, just a minute now. He said, I thought it was a man-made stone until I saw, he called it a ledge. He said a ledge is where they cut the stone away from the rock. And he said if it hadn't been for that, he said, but it's flawless. He said, I don't know what it is. He said, my gut instinct is it could be a tourmaline, and a lot of tourmalines can be variegated like that. He said, you need to have this stone analyzed, taken to the gemologist. He said, because if it's what I think it is, you have a small fortune. I don't care. I didn't take it. It's not for money. I wouldn't care what they were because I'm not selling them. They don't mean money to us. Mostly people have pressured us to have the stones identified for due diligence. Not that I'm against due diligence, but how much, one time the Lord said to me, Deborah, does it take more faith to believe that this is a real, genuine stone, or does it take more faith to believe that I gave it to you, that it came from heaven? I said, okay, God, good enough for me. Because you can get caught up in doing all of this. I have papers for the diamond. I took it. They identified it as a diamond. I have a blue diamond that has been identified. Do you know how rare they are? Very rare. I have a genuine blue diamond. I didn't bring it because I don't carry it around with me. Other people have taken stones and had them identified. Other people have taken stones and they can't get them identified. But we're not looking to the world to back up what we are receiving from heaven. It's no different than me taking a feather. Somebody did, actually a person with the oil, concerning the oil, she actually studies biblical oil. She has every oil. She knows every oil by smell. And it has been her lifelong, she's a missionary, I think. And somebody gave her our oil and they said, can you identify what is it? She goes, I have never smelled anything like this oil in my life. I have no idea what it is. But man always wants to put a stamp on something. Without faith, it is impossible to please God. So anyway, that is the story on that. And like I said, I have papers, but I'm not about to do that for every single stone that I have. I don't see it necessary. I don't have the money to pay for that. We have 300 jewels. So
this is actually my favorite.
Yeah.
I came over because I was looking in it, and when I look in it, I see a door. I don't know how, and it feels like if I kept staring into it, I actually might go through that door. I remember thinking, wow, I had it, and I'm seeing the door now. It's just such a beautiful gem. Do you have anything you want to say about any of the other gems here?
And this one here is the color of the angel's eyes. Every angel that I've ever seen is the color of the angel's eyes, this blue. I have seen many angels on many occasions, And every time I've seen the angels, that's the color of their eyes right there. And if you look, you can actually pass that one around there. The cuts on it are very amazing cuts.
Wow.
And
Wow.
but that one there, I remember that particular stone was on the. I saw an angel he was actually standing up, but I was lying down. But he was standing up, and he was lying over top of me. But he was standing, and I was lying. Figure it out. And I noticed this beautiful stone. He had a robe around him. This beautiful stone was the button. It was closed. The robe was closed on. And I was looking at it, and I was sort of touching it. And he says, "Do you like that?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "Do you want it?" I said, "Yes." And he said, "Take it." So I reached right up and I took it. And I had it in my hands. And immediately as I took it, another one appeared right there. So I know that sounds weird, but
Is that the stone you took?
that's the stone I took.
Oh.
Right there.
The button.
Were you sleeping at the time when you had it?
No.
Was it a waking?
Yeah, I was awake. I was just like I'm looking at you was exactly what I was staring at, except the angel had was the appearance of an angel, nice, had long hair. The hair of the angel was gold, and then all of a sudden, it's sort of you've ever seen those things where it's like the waves, everything, the Xanathanation's waves.
Right.
Well, that's what the hair was doing, but it was going gold and then silver, and then it went different colors,
Oh, wow.
and it was just awesome. And and they have actually a very delicate but strong face, but the eyes are very deep in this blue, just like it just pierces right into you, right?
Wow.
One other one I want to make mention is actually these two. This one here and
The blue one?
that looks like that one. This one there and
This one.
that one.
Okay.
These two. Those
Oh,
two.
wow.
Yes. This one, and no, this one. These two here.
Those two.
Yeah. It doesn't matter either one. Anyways, we were in the States and we knew a jeweler. We were at someone's house and the jeweler was there that night. And he was looking at them and he said, "This is fascinating." And I said, "Why is it fascinating?" He said, in a jewel, the most they can get out of any jewel, no matter how big or how small, it's 88 facets, and a facet is a cut.
Right.
So if you have a jewel this big, they can get 88, that's it. And he said, that one there has over 120. He says, it's impossible for any machine or any man to make that many cuts in a jewel. He said, it can't be. And so he said, this is not from here.
Wow.
So it's confirmation to us. It's not that we need confirmation. It's just that it's what can I say?
It's amazing.
Yes. Through our gatherings, as we gather and we seek the Lord, we seek His presence and stuff. Or we go on little journeys, we go on little hikes, we find them out on our little hikes.
Right.
People have found them, or they've been given these jewels, or they've been soaking in His presence, and it would fall on them or whatever, and then they would come and they'd say, they want to give to us, and we say, we don't want it. It's yours. It's not ours. God gave it to you. And the beautiful thing is they would say, well, the Lord was speaking to me about this particular thing, and all of a sudden they would get this jewel or this gem, and so that's what that would represent. We've had different things. Just a real quick story. I remember once a girl was wanting to come. They invited this girl to become a pastor and his wife, and wanted to invite another pastor and his wife to come to soak and to see what goes on in the soaking. And